Yo, what's up, guys? I got 3 plays in this college football Friday slate for you guys, and I absolutely love these, so we're going to go ahead and talk about them. But first up, go ahead and drop a like on this video. Helps me out a ton. And now let's talk about the absolutely insane day that we had on Thursday Night Football. So the game is actually still live. The Bengals are down by 1 point right here, but I just got to talk about the insane win we had. I took the over on this game. Every other player, every other creator that I saw, literally everybody else was saying, take the under. These teams are low scoring. They're not going to be much, a defensive battle and all that stuff. Look at these stats. 244, 296. Jamar Chase, 15 catches, 150 yards. Freiermuth got 100. Jalen Warren got 100. Literally everybody here is popping off in this game. I told every single one of you guys, take the over. In fact, we slammed it on the VIP. This was a 4-unit play, and now the VIP is up 31 units. And this is not on the year. This is 31 units in the last 2 weeks, which means if you're a $100 better, you have made $3,000 just tailing my plays in the last 14 days. That's absolutely nuts. And the insane part is you guys can get these picks for completely free. You can get an entire month for free. All you have to do is text me at this number right here after you guys sign up for Sleeper or Chalkboard with my code BAM. So if you guys are already on Sleeper or Chalkboard, get your friend, your mom, your dad, your brother, your girlfriend, whoever it is, get them on Sleeper or Chalkboard and make sure you use code BAM. Once you guys sign up, they're going to give you a $20 free entry and they're going to give you a free pick. So a 0.5 yards special. Absolutely insane that they're giving you all of these just to start. But the important thing is you guys can get a free month of VIP. Like I said before, if you have just been tailing every single play that I've been taking in the last 2 weeks, you'll be up 31 units. So $3,100 if you're $100 better. Absolutely nuts. So let's go ahead and talk about the first play of the day. We're going to hop into this. I mean, there's clearly one game that's bigger than the other ones right here, and it's Miami versus Louisville, right? So Miami's at home right here, and we absolutely love Miami on the overs. Honestly, I like Miami to cover to spread, hit their team total. I think Miami's going to absolutely just go ahead and dominate, show why they should be the number one, seed in the entire country, right? But how are we going to attack that game spread, right? We're going to go to receiving yards, and we're going to notice that Malachi Toney, if we look at his stats and we see how he's been playing recently, after that first pop-off game against Notre Dame, right? Nobody really saw that coming, but after we realized, okay, this guy's a pretty solid receiver, one of their top 2, he's been around this 65 to 80 yard range, right? And now his line is set up at 70. That seems pretty regular, right? And then you look at CJ Daniels. This is the guy who we thought was going to be the number 1 guy, right? He's been sitting around that 50 to, honestly, not even 50. He's been sitting around that 60 to 80 yard range as well. And his line hasn't jumped as much for no reason. Malachi Toney's stats, CJ Daniels' stats, they are almost identical. The only thing that's different is Malachi Toney had a huge game against Florida State, and he absolutely looked insane. I can't lie. Malachi Toney looked like one of the best football players, like actually one of the best individual performances I've seen without popping off on the stat sheet, if that makes sense. Every time he touched the ball, he was impactful, right? So I absolutely love this man. But the play I'm going to be taking is CJ Daniels, right? I absolutely love CJ Daniels because the line is so low, right? And we're going to be taking Malachi Toney a ton more in the year to come. If you didn't watch his highlights against Florida State, go ahead, turn on the tape. I promise it will not be a waste of your 5-10 minutes, whatever it takes for you to watch it. He's an absolute dog. He's going to be insane in the NFL, right? But tonight, it's about CJ Daniels. We need him to get 50 yards. That is ridiculously easy because they're going to be passing the ball a ton. Another team who's going to be passing the ball a ton, it's the team they're going up against. Colin Lacey at 49.5. Chris Bell is up at 92.5, which is nuts, right? But I mean, he's been popping off, right? He's been popping off. I don't think that I'm going to take either of those, especially not in this parlay because of how we're already exposed to Miami, because Miami actually might shut them down. And 92.5 is a high line. I'm definitely going to get some exposure to Bell, but that's not what I'm talking about for my second play right here. We're going over to rushing yards, and we're actually going to click off this game. Whoops. We're going over rushing yards, and we're scrolling down to this. Darius Taylor. I'm fading Darius Taylor right here. I know he's a great player. I know he's a great running back, but I'm fading him. I don't think Nebraska is really going to allow the run game to really get, started for this Minnesota team. And he's been the player to fade in the last few weeks, right? Against terrible teams, which is namely Virginia Tech in the early parts of the season. They were absolutely terrible. He popped off. Against Buffalo, he popped off. in these last couple games, right, when he's been playing obviously better competition, right, Ohio State as well, he's not been doing so well, right? And I think Nebraska is kind of that level, right? They're a top, I would say, 35 to 25 team, right? They're right on that fringe. Maybe if they have stringing together a few good weeks, they could be in the top 25. They were like around their projected at the beginning of the year as well. Minnesota's not there, right? Darius Taylor is not going to hit this line, 64.5. I like it on the under. But before I keep going, I want to talk to you guys about how you can get some free money. Super simple. I'm going to keep this short. But if you guys sign up on Dabble or on Better with my code FFBAM, so it's not just code BAM, it's code FFBAM, this time you're going to get a $25 free bonus, right? So you don't have to put any money in. This is why I'm telling you guys about it, because I'm just here to make you guys money, right? You don't put any money into this app and it gives you $25. And you run the same thing on Better. You don't put any money into that app and it gives you $10. And then when you do eventually deposit, if you want to, it'll give you up to $200 bonus cash. So they want you to deposit, but they're also just giving you free money just for downloading their app and clicking a few buttons to get on their app. Literally, it'll take you 3 minutes. Go ahead and claim your free $25 on Dabble, free $10 on Better. If you're in any one of these states right here, and I think more even for Better, you should be eligible to do this. Code FFBAM, Dabble, Better, claim your free money. Now, let's get into play number 3, and we are going ahead and targeting. I mean, do I really need to say more on this one? Where should I go? Let me click it. Okay, I found my team, San Jose State. Right now, I mean, I don't know why. Right now, PrizePicks doesn't have any of their actual lines up. They just have the touchdown lines. So I'm going to take Danny Scudero to get a touchdown. But you guys know, right as this line drops, I don't care how high this line is, I am taking Danny Scudero. He had 4 touchdowns against Wyoming last week. And he's a baller, right? He's basically the next Nick Nash for this San Jose State team. They just pass the ball every single play. They barely have a running back, honestly. They just throw the ball every single time. Proper West Coast offense. I like Danny Scudero a lot. Walker, if you want to take the quarterback, I'll take him too, right? But in this game, when you know they're going to be throwing the ball for 60 minutes nonstop, you just have to take the overs, right? So I love Daniels. I love Taylor, fading Taylor. And I like Scudero right here. We've got 3 plays for Friday Night Football. And let's make it some good ones. Like I said, we've been flying on the VIP, so let's stay hot.